What I want to talk about is Shomenuchi Ariminage, what I was taught quite a while back, and try and throw in some variants and let's say differences of different things that you could add to it. You got different ways of doing things. So this is Lindsay, my wife. We are now in our Zoom dojo / dance studio that we created since the beginning of COVID. Maybe when that's all over, maybe we could get a pool table. Who knows? But I want to show you what I was taught a long time ago as far as basic Kihon Waza Shomenuchi Ariminage. As she strikes in, well, before I say that, we're only talking from Gaku Hamni here for this situation. As she steps in, I put a hat on my head. This is what I was taught. Fui Kabaru. So always protect. Now, I've seen it, and I'm not going to say about this. If she strikes, I get hit. She says I have a hard head, so I'm not going to get hurt in the first place. I've seen this. Good luck with that, if you can do that. If you're that good, you're good. We don't have the magic to just turn. So, always protect first. Here. Step in deep behind. Stay on the line at where uke is. And don't let this happen. As you take that line, take, let's call it J step behind. Or stepping in, sliding behind. Bring this down. Don't try and pull the arm down. Just let this go 180 degrees. I have the head. Now listen up. This is the important part. This front foot slides. Then I can step in to throw. From this angle, protect 180 degrees. Slide to this corner. Step to this corner. Again, this side. Protect. In. Turn 180 degrees. Arms up on this hand. As you slide, dump out a glass of water. One more time this side. Protect. 180 degrees. Slide front foot. Bring your water up and step in. Now, I had discussions with other people at my dojo. Well, how do you do Ariminage? A little bit different. This is all the same. But then bring your feet together. As uke comes up, then go in. This side. Up. Turn, bring the feet together, then step in. Depends on which way you want to do it. But the key item is to practice, maybe know both, but practice a certain way. And since the people that are out there doing this, actively trying to do this now, not just watching, you can think of this as a little dance or a kata form of what to do. If I pick my line, straight line, protect, in, 180 degrees, this foot off, 45, the other foot, 45 to the other direction. If you are actively doing this, protect, step in, 180 degrees, front foot, slide. This is the kazushi. This is where you're going to break the balance. And then in. Protect. In. Tenkai. Tenkan. Off to the side 45. Off to the side other 45. So if you do that, kata, you could do that 1,000 times. If here in this household, if we didn't have work, school, dishes, laundry, dance, and then back to dishes and laundry. We could do this 1,000 times. But now we're going to think about it. We could do this 1,000 times. Every time we hear the word mom, 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 we could do a Ariminage. So the other one is, one second, is the other version. Step in, turn, bring the feet together, and step. Enter, turn, feet together, step. So we're switched. Now that that's said, how we want to I want to switch the roles. She throws me, and we're going to talk about Ukemi, how to not get killed being Uke. And you've probably seen it before. You're at a seminar, they're going fast, they're throwing hard, and it's like, how can I keep up with that? So this was explained a long time ago to me too also. I attack. Now, what do? If they're fast, they're just going to yank me around the corner. So I get prepared for it. I don't do this. Back again, slowly, because I got to show my Ashi Sabaki here. Step in. As she brings this down, this foot comes this way. When this goes this way, this goes this way. She does the turn. Go with it. Now, slowly to show you my Ukemi, and this is what happens. As this comes down, this foot turns. Now, I'm dead if I'm like this. So what I want to do is drop my hips and go away for just a second. Duck walk in a circle. Duck walk. Or Groucho Marx. Keeping low and walking in a circle. So, after I attack, slow, so you can see. Drag this foot back. Keep going in a circle. I'm doing this. I'm ready. Just stay here. Go around more. Okay, before she comes up, this hand hugs her back. So when this comes, I slide. She steps in. Other side. I can see. Take this hand, put it on her back. As she comes up. So you want to stick like glue to Uke. Don't let Uke get a U. Slow motion so you can see the food. Here. As that foot goes, immediately. And of course, you can see she's doing something different. So number 3, she turns, brings me all the way this way, and throws me back to where I was going. So it's hard to say which Ariminage is best, whatever way you make it work. Slow motion. And she's already got me. I'm dead meat. So I have to, before this happens, here. Okay. Switch back to Genai. Protect. Take this line. You may be tough if the guy's big and heavy and you can't go in. Extend, then switch your direction. Down. 180 degrees. Up. 45 to this side, or out the water, this side. I don't know what side. Protect. In. 180 degrees. Up. 45, 45. So these are the main detail. And when I was a long time ago, I said, oh, just do it. But you gotta pay attention to the detail. Somebody tells you to do this, is the instructor says, hey, this is how they show you and they do it. But your body has to do what they're saying. That's the hard part. You can think, oh yeah, I can do that. But when you make your body do it, not as easy. I've done this a long time ago. I was doing Ariminage and something went like this. And both instructors at the same time go, no! I'm like, oh, okay, get it wrong. So keep the detail. If you have to go slow, guess what? When we go back on the mat, it's going to be hard. The rolls, the breathing, the stretches. Start now. Practice it. There's enough time. We've had over a year of Netflix and chill. You can stop scrolling Facebook, get out of TikTok, start practicing now. Because it's just like riding a bike. Oh, you have to do it. We get on a bike, go 5 miles, come back, and your butt hurts, your legs hurt, and you're tired. So keep up with the exercise. Get started now. Protect. 180 degrees. 45. Dump the water out. 45 this. Protect. 8. 45 here. 45 there. So the biggest mistake I've seen when trying to teach somebody this, or even doing this as a beginner, is that's right. Go ahead. You're doing it like this. You're bent over, and then you get smashed to the face, the throat. Don't let that happen. Don't fall down here. Don't bend over. It hurts. Stay with it. Be ready. 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 So, protect. And again, I didn't protect. I'm all right. I'm still alive. She does again. You could trap. Well, it worked. Good luck with that. Protect. Arimi. Tenkan. 45. 45. Again, this side slow. Protect. Rami, 10 on, up, 45, 45 and 12. I've seen many different other ways to do this, and it depends on what the teacher's teaching. Do what the teacher's doing, because that's the way to go. That's what they're teaching. They may focus on footwork. They may focus on bringing the arm up. They may be focusing on how to get uke off balance. They're all important. But what I showed you today is basic, what I learned a long time ago. Not to say that's the only way or the right way, but one of the ways. It works. So that's what I was taught. She was taught a little bit different. She knows little secrets of, since she's shorter, bringing uke down with the back of the gi. Attack. Now she does this. This is hard because you don't know where your balance is. Yeah, don't try and resist that. Now, the other one of her dirty little tricks, pain compliance, using this pinky. Huh?
Want to show it?
Now, we're not for the high falls. We tried this a long time ago with our club years ago. We got so frustrated with it because we're not going to throw it. Explain it. Same thing, turn. This is here. You've got it in a good position. And instead of making this angle this way, it's more cross body, taking out both of Uke's legs, high fall over. Not as easy, easier said than done. This side I won't throw, but get in position. Move your knee, slide. Instead of being, when I throw, I want this leg to move and the hip to move. And this is my mistake back a long time ago. You've got Uke here, and you step this way, and then the judo guys got it. Don't do that. Same position. Here, here, here. Don't step your second step to the same angle that you went to the slide. 45 off here, 45 that way. So my leg is going to come through, bump her leg and hip, and there's your tripod right here. That's where you want to fall away, not on top of your knee. You're going to have to do that. Other side, slow motion, slow review. Protect. In. Turn. 45. Not this way. In this position. 45 here. 45 that way. Take out the knee and hip. Now, as Uke, you need to really practice this because the more you get thrown hard from, they learn the Ariminage correct way, the most you need to do is catch up, not get slammed, be ahead of Uke, and know what happens beforehand. Easier said than done. But the only way to do this is practice, practice, practice. If you wanted to break down the akemi, nobody here, you want to do the little kata. Here. Move. Walk like a duck. And up. Fall down. I think that's it. Thank you, USAF, for letting me teach. I especially thank my past instructors. They knew who they are. And we'll pass it on to Karen Peterson. Thank you.
Onegaishimasu. So I'd like to focus the class today on where we put our mind and awareness in our body when we're practicing, and how expanding that can change and develop our practice. It's actually something that's easier to do without an Uke, without somebody you're practicing with, and with just very basic movement. So I'm going to be referencing Shiatsu in this as well. I've been practicing Shiatsu and Aikido about the same amount of time. So it's interesting. I've been practicing both for over 30 years, and the more I practice, even though one's a martial art and one's medicine, they really begin to feel like the same practice. So let's start. A lot of times the instruction we get in our Aikido practice is to move from our center, not to focus on the hand that's being grabbed or the wrist, because then your mind is captured as well. So all of these are, kind of think, okay, with practice, we can get there. And it can go all the way to, know the moment the attacker is going to strike, enter before they do, filled with positive ki. So that's kind of like, well, do I have to become psychic? And what's ki? And how do I fill with it? So we're going to start with finding our center and moving from our center. So let's stand comfortably and release any tension. Some shaking. So we're going to start with a full body breath. So some people may know this from yoga, where I'm going to begin by breathing into my lower abdomen, into my chest, under my collarbones, and then as I exhale, collarbones, chest, belly. So this isn't necessarily the right way to breathe, it's just a way that we know that we're getting a full breath. So standing comfortably, I'm going to breathe into my lower abdomen, chest, collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, chest, belly. Continue that pattern. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. So for the rest of the class, we're going to be using 3 tools: sensation, imagination, and breath. So we're going to go back to the full body breath, and we're going to begin to be aware of the sensation of our lower abdomen moving as we breathe. So breathing in, now becoming aware of that sensation in the lower abdomen. And from here, we're going to use our imagination, our mind's eye, our ability to perceive. We're going to find a spot a couple of inches below the navel, in between the front body and the back body. And as I anchor into that sensation of my breath, I'm going to bring my mind's eye, my awareness into that spot. So I'm going to start referencing that spot as my center. So I'm going to bring my awareness with the breath down into my center. So continuing to breathe. And finding your center. Okay. So we're going to take it into some movement. So now that I've found my center and have that tool of using the sensation of my breath, my mind's eye to find that spot, I'm going to do a Rimi Tenkan. So I'll do the movement first. Again, very basic, Rimi Tenkan. And I can anchor my breath and sensation and awareness of my center as I breathe and do the Arimi Tenkan. So I'm going to breathe in and out, in and out. So keeping our awareness on the center. So we've found our center and we've moved from our center. So why do we want to focus on our center? So physically, our center is moving from our center, organizes our physical body so that we're in balance with the center of gravity. It makes our movement more efficient, more effective. Energetically, the hara, or our center, is considered the repository of our vital energy, our ki, our life force. And so when we move from our hara, from our center, we're moving from our entire being. So physical, mental, spiritual. And so I want to bring my awareness there. I want to move there. I want to focus there. So in shiatsu, there's a concept of ki and mind being an aspect of ki. So when I bring my mind and awareness into my center, I'm focusing my ki in my center. And so we're doing a lot of things in this simple exercise. So from here, we're going to go back to a breathing exercise. So again, I want to be able to anchor my awareness of my center with my breath, my imagination, my awareness. And this time we're going to do a different breathing exercise, one that we often begin class with. So I'm breathing in, and breathing out. And again, using the sensation of the breath down into the abdomen to anchor us down into our center. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin with this breathing exercise, and then we're going to imagine that ki, that energy in our center, expanding with the inhale and contracting with the exhale. So as I breathe in, expanding, breathe out, contracting right into my center. Breathing in, expanding, contracting right back into the center. One more time. And if you want to take this any further, as we breathe in, we inhale, we draw, and fill that energy ball in our center. As we breathe out, we can think of it as a sponge. And as the sponge contracts, that energy moves through the body. So you can stay with what we were just doing, or you can try that. So breathing in, filling, expanding, exhaling, that sponge squeezes and the energy comes through our whole body. Inhale, draw it in, fill, exhale, squeeze that sponge, energy is filling my whole body. So this time we're going to take it into movement again, Arimi Tenkan. This time I'm going to do Arimi Tenkan with a cut. And the inhale, exhale. So I focus on my center, my breath, anchor into that sensation of the breath, and I'm going to be imagining that expansion and that contraction of that energy. So inhaling, exhaling. So it expands and contracts. Okay, I can again go a little further. You can stay with that or imagine as that sponge contracts, it's sending energy into my hands, my feet, through my whole body. Okay, so we've found our center, moved from our center, we've filled with ki, and we're gonna just change something, make a small change, but it makes a big difference in our practice. And this time, as we do our breathing exercise, inhale, exhale, focusing on the sensation, bring my awareness to my center. I'm going to imagine the expansion of that energy, contraction of that energy with my breath, expansion and the contraction This time I'm going to lead with that. So that expansion happens and then it moves my breath and my body, contracts, expands, contracts, expands. Again, I can take that to the next level of imagining that sponge expand. That sponge contracts, the energy moves through my whole body. I can feel it in my hands. And so now we'll take that into that same Raritan. So, but I'm going to lead with the expansion and the contraction. Again, anchoring into my center with the breath, feeling the expansion and the contraction happen with the breath, and that will lead my Raritan. I could take that next step, imagine the sponge moving energy through my body. So again, very basic, basic movement. Don't need anybody else to practice with, but we're going from leading with the body to leading with ki and leading with the energy. And let's see. So those different layers of practice. So being able to move from our center, being able to fill with ki, being able to lead with ki, they really develop and strengthen and expand our perception and our abilities to perceive on all different subtle levels. And Aikido is misogi, is purification. So I'm purifying those channels, purifying those senses and the ability to perceive and the perception. So is it possible to know the moment someone's going to attack and enter first and strike and fill with positive ki? I don't think it's necessarily being psychic. I think it's just practice, 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 practice. And you know, the movements are basic, but and we've only had a short amount of time to practice, but over time they kind of build on each other, and it's more of a felt experience. But if you know what you're trying to see or pay attention to or notice, then you could kind of see yourself progress and your techniques progress. One of the things that I found is that when, you know, when I've gone through the beginning of class and I've done the breathing and I've, you know, opened up the meridians and done the joint stretches and my nervous system's set and my mind is set and my body's open and relaxed, then being able to lead with ki, like it kind of changes the timing a little bit, changes the maya a little bit, so that when I make physical contact, I'm right where I can take the balance or leave the balance. So, you know, it's a fun way to really think about moving beyond just kind of understanding the techniques, but having the basics in the body and the very basic movements, and you know, so that you don't have to think about them. It all kind of transforms eventually. So again, let me see, a couple of minutes. Once you've once you feel comfortable just doing the basic movements, you can also take it into a technique. So if I was going to find my center, expand that energy, contract that energy, Rimi Tenkan, I can do Rimi Tenkan, bring my awareness, imagination to that cut here. So it's kind of like, air Aikido, but if you really use you extend your mind, extend your ki, then it's a really powerful practice. So if it was ski, I could do ski here. So, but the basic is bringing your awareness to your center using sensation, your imagination, and your breath. So basic practice, but powerful and can really transform your practice. So I want to thank Yamada Sensei for all of his support and his leadership and all that he gives to Aikido and all of us and all of my teachers. And I want to thank the committee for inviting me to teach, and my longtime Aikido friends, Ann Hassel and Ann Kaplan, helped me prepare for this class, and I want to thank them as well. So also thanking everybody who's kept the spirit and practice of Aikido alive and strong throughout this really challenging time. So next up is Elsin Sensei. So I'd like to welcome Elsin Sensei.
Thank you, Karen. Okay, hello everyone. Today I want to train with Bokken, so please take your Bokken. Today the idea is work some basic cuts with one hand, okay? The idea is feel the weight of our Bokken. So we'll start with warm our joints. First, my hand in front of our center. Is not only my hand, I need to feel my body, okay? 10 times. Now with our left hand, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right hand, circle outside. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. The other outside, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, right hand, the circle is inside. 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10. Left. 6, 7, 8. Our elbow, only this movement. Okay. The idea is warm our joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. right? Now our shoulder, a big circle with Shomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. With Shomen. 10. Now the cut is Kesagiri from left to the right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, from the right to the left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next cut is Yokoguruma. To the right, see, from the right to the left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Gyaku. Okay. Up. Okay. Gyaku Kesagiri. Okay. From the left to the right. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left. Okay. From the right to the left. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and last, maybe ski. Okay, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, the idea from this work is fortify our body, our arm, my hand, my elbow, my shoulder. So my body, okay? In pandemic, we don't have uke, but feel the weight or our boken is good. With some cuts, basic cuts. I told you again, Shomen, Kesagiri, Yokoguruma, Gyaku Kesagiri, and ski. Now, with this cut, the idea is do something mix. For example, kokunage from kata pectori. Yes, the first step is outside. 1, pass, and cut again with Shomen. With our boken, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3. Look again. Turn. 1, 2, 3. I need go under the cut like uchi Uchikaiten. Okay, go inside and cut. So the technique is katate tori kokyunagi. Okay, 10 times from the right and then left. Okay, let's work. 1, cut and cut again. 2, cut. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now with our left hand, remember, katate tori kokyunagi. Okay, 1, cut, back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Well, what is with Irimi? Now, the idea is work with Tenkan. Yes, from this position, the ukete grab me katate tori. Yes, like this, Tenkan, but with our boken in front of my center and cut. Yokoguruma. Yes, this cut. Okay. Boom. Remember, the idea is this. My hand move like this in my center and turn. With my boken is the same. Look and cut. And after that, up and chomen. So we will do 3 cuts. Yokoguruma, gyaku kesa, and then chomen. The idea is this. Look, please. Tenkan, cut, and cut again. Repeat. Yokoguruma, gyaku, and chomen. Let's do it 10 times with our right hand and then the left. Okay? Let's work. With Tenkan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. With our left hand, with Tenkan, Kokyunagi. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. Good work. Okay. I repeat. The idea is fortify your body, okay, with the weight of your bokken. Now, the idea is to do other techniques, kaiten nage, okay? I know we are at home, we are alone, I don't have a uke, so my bokken is my partner. Look, please, kaiten nage with tenkan, cut. I will turn, please, I will turn, cut back. I need to put my hand in the head of my uke and then turn and grab the bokken and do this in front. Look, kaiten nage. Again, 1, 2, cut back and pull. Okay, again, 1, 2, cut back. Okay, turn and throw my uke with kaiten nage. Okay, so 10 times with right hand and then 10 times with left hand. Let's do kaiten nage from kata pectori. Okay, please work. 1, back, pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please remember, go down with the cut back like this. 1, 2. When you go back, go down with your head center. Control, and then again, okay? With the left hand, 10 times. 1, back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very good work. Please remember, the idea today was training with the weight or our boken. Some basic cuts. The first was Gyaku, Kesagiri, and then Chomen. The second was Yokoguruma, then Gyaku Kesa, and Chomen. And the final was Kaiten Nagi. Okay? Please. Now we are a bit of straight our arms because was a bit heavy the work with our hand. Stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other hand. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch in front. Up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Okay. Very good. Now we end the class. Okay. どうもありがとうございました。Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you to Yamada Sensei and the staff organized for the invitation. Was a good opportunity to be with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Elson. Hi, everybody.
Please.